All right, good morning, class. I am your teacher, Elsa, and I will be your teacher for today. So welcome to our class. So before we begin our lesson proper, let's have first a quick game. Okay, who wants to play a game? All right, I think all of you are excited to play a game. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so we have here a game, which is we need to guess the picture or guess the picture game. Okay, let's play. Let's start. Okay. Right. Okay, for our game mechanics, we have here mechanic number 1. Okay, a hidden picture is concealed under the cards per round. The game host will turn over a card one by one to gradually reveal the picture hidden under the cards. Then mechanics number 3, to turn over a card, click on a card and delete. And number 4, the first person or player to shout and guess the hidden picture correctly receives 1 point. The player with the most points wins the game. And have fun. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so for the game host, I'm your game host, your teacher, Elsa. All right, and we have here our players. So thank you for participating. Nash, Jenny, Carlo, Rochelle, Nicole, Enzo, Jordan, and Kate. So are you guys excited to play? All right, I think so. Everyone is excited. Okay, for our round 1, okay, this is an easy round. So I hope everyone could participate, everyone could give their answers because this is an easy round. So our topic for this easy round is about famous literary works. Okay, so you guys ready? Okay, let's begin. Okay, so this is the picture number 1. So you have to guess what literary work is this, or what literary piece, what literary book is this. Okay, so I think by now you have your guess. What is this? Okay, okay, all right. Keep your answers coming. Okay, okay. What is this? All right, very good, Nash. This is Harry Potter. Okay, let's reveal all the hidden picture. Yeah. All right, this is Harry Potter. Okay, let's proceed to our second picture. Okay, what is this? All right, you have any guess? All right, so what is this? Okay, very good. Kate, this is A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. All right, so next picture. All right. Okay. You have any guesses? Okay. Just raise your hand if you have an answer. Okay, what is this, Nash? Okay, very good. Le Petit Prince or The Little Prince. Very good. Okay. Okay, for round 1, we have Nash as our top scorer. Then let's proceed to our round 2, which is the average round. Okay, the topic here is about the famous English poets. So if you know or if you are familiar to those English poets, this is an easy round for you. Okay, let's begin. Okay, who is this? Who is this poet or English poet? All right. You have any guess? All right. Okay, Nicole. Very good. It's Edgar Allan. Whoa. Okay, next picture. Okay. Yan. Are you guys enjoying our game? Who is this? All right. Okay. So Nash. Okay, correction. This is William Shakespeare. Okay, let's proceed. Who is this? English poet. Okay. Okay, very good. Carlo, this is Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, the first picture is William Shakespeare. So I stand to be corrected. So let's proceed to picture number 3. So who is this English poet? So do you have idea by now? Okay. So who is this? Okay, Nash. Okay, very good. This is T.S. Eliot. All right. So let's proceed to our round 3, which is the difficult round. Okay. So for round 3, we have here types of monologues. So uh, what are different types of monologues? So we have here, I think we have here 3. We have here 3 types of monologues. Okay. So for our first, okay, what is this? Okay, what is this type of monologue? Okay, we have here, okay, very good, Nash. This is Hamlet. So what type of monologue is the Hamlet? Okay, by William Shakespeare. Okay, can you guess? What type of dramatic monologue is the Hamlet? All right, it's under the soliloquy. Okay, so next we have here, all right, what is this? Okay, all right. So we have here, okay, okay, I think this one is written by Robert Browning. So can you guess it? Okay, Nash, what is this? Okay, very good. My Last Duchess by Robert Browning. Okay, congratulations everyone for participating in our pre-activity. Okay, so let us check who's the winner for this game. All right, so give me a moment. All right, our winner for this game is none other than, okay, Nash. Okay, congratulations. You are the Guess the Picture game winner. All right, so thank you for playing with me. Okay, and thank you for your participation. Okay, let's proceed to our lesson proper. Okay, so again, I'm your teacher for today. I'm teacher Elsa. And our topic for today is about dramatic monologue. So what is dramatic monologue? So according to our visuals, okay, dramatic monologue means self-conversation, speech, or talks, which includes interlocutor presented dramatically. It means a person who is speaking to himself or someone else speaks to reveal specific intention of his actions. However, in literature, it is a poetic form or a poem that presents the speech or conversation of a person in a dramatic manner. So this dramatic monologue is part of literature and also the drama, which talks about a single speech of one character who is it is his or her POV, or what he or she wants to say, or what's his emotion towards his actions, towards his life or lifestyle. So this talks about the dramatic monologue. Okay, so let's proceed to background of dramatic monologue. So the form remained popular in the 20th century, in the modernist era. So this dramatic monologue became popular in the modernist era, or in the 20th century. So T.S. Eliot and Ezra Pound wrote persona poems, including Eliot's famous The Love Song of J. Alfred, uh, yeah, and a collection of short poems written in the voice of different characters or masks. In the 1950s and 1960s, despite the prevailing trend of confessionalism in poetry. So Gwendolyn Brooks, John Berryman, and Sylvia Plath all made notable contributions by writing dramatic monologues that grapple with subjects like the African American urban experience, mental illness, addiction, and suicidal ideation. Okay, so here in um, the modernist era, where the dramatic monologue became popular. So one of the popular or artists or English poets during this time is T.S. Eliot. So his books or his poems became popular during this day. That became the reason why dramatic monologue have been known. Okay, so what is the features of dramatic monologue? So let's proceed to the features of the dramatic monologue. Okay, one is, okay, the first bullet says a single person delivering a speech on one aspect of his life. Second is the audience may or may not be present. And the third one is speaker reveals his temperament and character only through his speech. So unlike any other literature pieces, or unlike any other genre, dramatic monologue is one who has a single person or a single character who is delivering his or her speech. Okay, on one aspect of his life. Just like, okay, if you want to have your dramatic monologue, and then it will tells you your dramatic monologue contains the aspect of your life, like for example, when you are in high school or you were in elementary. So that would be a good example of dramatic monologue. And the second bullet says the audience may or may not be present. So it is okay to conduct your dramatic monologue whether you have an audience or you don't have an audience. Okay, it doesn't matter because it is monologue, means one. Okay, so you can do it whether you are on stage or you're not, or you are on stage with lots of audience or you're not. Okay, and the third bullet speaks about the speaker reveals his temperament and character only through his speech. So we will know what kind of person the character is through his speech. So we will get to know the character personality through his speech. Okay, let's proceed to types of dramatic monologues. So the first type of dramatic monologue is romantic monologue. So our poems where a character speaks about a romantic relationship, either past, current, or desired. Dilemma by Anthony Hetch is an example of a dramatic or romantic monologue. So this one is about romantic monologue, meaning it talks about love, okay, or about love life, or the character talks about his experiences about being in love. So this is about dramatic monologue, okay, okay, or romantic relationship. So it is either in your past, your current relationship status, or your desired, okay, your desired um, romantic relationship towards one person. Okay, and one good example of this romantic monologue is written by Anthony Hetch, which is the dilemma. Okay, so that is Anthony Hetch and his poem Dilemma. Okay, so let's proceed to conversational monologues. So what is conversational monologues? So here in conversational monologues, it is the poems where the dramatic monologue is presented by the speaker as if it is a part of a conversation. Okay, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, the Aeolian harp is one example. Okay, here in conversational monologues, okay, from the title itself, conversational, meaning the dramatic monologue is presented with part of conversation. Meaning you are, okay, we have one speaker, but we have a conversational monologues. Okay, so this one is Samuel Taylor Coleridge and his The Aeolian Harp. Okay, let's proceed to philosophical monologues. So what is philosophical monologues? So philosophical monologues are poems where the character explicates their personal philosophy or theories about the world. Okay, lines written a few miles above Tintern Alley by William Wordsworth is one example of a or a philosophical monologue. So from the word itself, philosophical monologues, it talks about the theories, the beliefs, okay, of a character about the world. Okay, so poems about, like for example, about um, the origin of the world or the origin of the earth. So one great example is written by William Wordsworth, which is, yeah, the lines compared 3,000 miles away from Tintern Alley. All right. Okay. So why do writers use dramatic monologues? So why do you think so? So poets use dramatic monologues because it allows them to write about situations and subject matter that is not taken from their own lives. Readers often assume other writers like novelists or playwrights create characters widely different than the writers themselves. Okay, so the poets use dramatic monologues, okay, because it allows the writers to write about situation and subject matter that is not taken from their own lives. Meaning to say, okay, the characters they are writing or the characters they are creating on their poems or any written works is not from their own life, or it is not part of their own life, or uh, it is not from their story. Okay, it is not their story to tell, uh, but they want it to express in another persona. So that is the reason why the poets or the writers use dramatic monologues. Okay, so dramatic monologues in other genres. So what is this? So a character speaks in an uninterrupted flow. So this dramatic monologue is one example of a good um, speech because a character will speak in an uninterrupted flow, meaning to say there's no interruption you need to encounter when you are delivering your speech or your monologue. Okay, next is the audience may be either present or absent, just like what we have said or what we have tackled a while ago. You can present your monologue or you can showcase your monologue with or without an audience. So whether you have an audience or or you don't have, it doesn't matter as long as you have your dramatic monologue piece with you. Okay, so the last bullet says the speaker reveals something about his or her character or situation through the monologue. So the monologue itself is a way to reveal something about the character, whether it is from the royal family, whether he wants to reveal that he is from not so elite family. So that is the way of a character to reveal her situation and also her characteristics to the readers. So that's it. Okay, notable dramatic monologues or monologue poets. So we have here John Berryman who wrote Dream Song 14, Gwendolyn Brooks, okay, one of the known English poets who started dramatic monologue. Okay, he writes A Sunset of the City. Okay, while T.S. Eliot, okay, one of the father of dramatic monologue, okay, who wrote Portrait of a Lady. Okay, Robert Browning, okay, one of his notable dramatic monologue poem is Porphyria's Lover. Okay, Louis Erdrich, The Butcher's Wife, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, A Last Confession. Okay, let's proceed to the examples of dramatic monologue in literature. Okay, one good example of dramatic monologue in literature or in in a poem is Robert Browning, My Last Duchess. So Browning's famous poem, My Last Duchess, was one of the first dramatic monologues of the Victorian era. The poem's speaker is presumed to be Alfonso II Dieste, the fifth Duke of Ferrara. So the Duke of Ferrara, okay, is the one who is the speaker of this poem, My Last Duchess. Okay, set during the Italian Renaissance, the Duke is giving a tour of his art collection to an emissary from his prospective bride's family. As part of this tour, the Duke shows a painting of his late wife and retells the story of their marriage. So technically, this poem about My Last Duchess by Robert Browning tells about a duke who is about to marry another woman. Okay, so another lady. Okay, so here, okay, My Last Duchess is talks about his late wife and how would the Duke um, how will the Duke retells the story of their marriage. So, okay, it has been a good married life at all, but okay, his wife unfortunately died. So, okay, so she wrote it because the Duke wants to express his love and his feelings to his late wife. Okay, so my last Duchess. All right, so give me a minute. Okay, I'll show you a video of a dramatic monologue by Robert Browning, My Last Duchess. Okay.
That's my last Duchess painted in the wall, looking as if she were alive. I call the piece a wonder. Now, Parfandov's hands work busily a day, and there stand. Well, please, you sit and look at her, and look at her. I said Parfandov by design. For never read the strange life you the picture, a countenance, the deep and passion of Ernst's glance. But with myself return, since not put by the curtain I have drawn for you. But I, and same as the wood asked me, if the dirt, how such a glance came there, so, not the first are you to turn and ask dust. Certwise not her husband, presence only. I call the spot of joy and the Duchess check. Perhaps Farfandov chanced to say, her mantle laps over my lady rests too much. Or, pent must never hope to reproduce the pent. How flashed the dice along her truth. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough for calling off the spot of joy. She had a harp. How she held, I see. She soon made a glad to easily impress. She liked whatever she looked on, and her look went everywhere. Surprised all one, my favorite her breast, the dropping of the daylight and the west. The bow of cherries, some officious fall broke, and the archon from her, the white mule. She rode with around the terrace, all and each would draw her alike, the frothy speech, or blushed, at least. She think, man, good, but think somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of 900 years old name with nobody's gift. Would stoop the blame be short of trifling? Even had a skilled speech which I have not, to make it real quite clear to such an one, and say, this or that in your disgust me, her submiss other said exced the mark, and if she let herself listen, so, nor plenty set. Her rest served for set and made excuse, and then would be some stooping, and choose never to stoop, or sir, she smile, no doubt. Where I pass her, but who pass without much a same smile? This girl I give commands, then all smiles drop together. Then she stand as if alive. Well, please just rise. She met the company below. Then, I repeat, the count your master known munificence, as apple a warrant that just pretends, or mine for drawing will be disallowed. Though his fair daughters and self as a vow at starting as my object, nay, will go together down, sir notice. Neptune, though timing a seahorse, thought a rarity which claws of notch, crust, and bronze for me.
Okay, so for our quiz, you have to open your Kahoot application. Okay, so tell me if you're ready. Okay, so yeah, so let's open our Kahoot account. All right. Okay. All right, that's our first question. So let's proceed to our second question. So who is the speaker in the poem My Last Duchess? It is Duke of Cambridge, Duke of San Diego, Duke of Madrid, or Duke of Ferrara? Okay, very good. And for our third question, we have, all right, what kind of monologue does My Last Duchess is? Okay, dramatic, soliloquy, comic, operatic. Okay, very good. It's dramatic monologue. Okay. So for the next question, during what era does dramatic monologue became popular? Okay, Renaissance, Elizabethan, Modernist, Medieval. Okay. All right. So that's it for our quiz. Okay. And thank you for playing. Yeah. And our winner or the one who got, okay, our top three is Kate, Nicole, and Carlo. Okay. Thank you for playing. Okay, those who are on top three will get an additional 10 points for the activity. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to our activity. So in our activity, okay, it is a spot a book analysis. Okay. So instruction, create a four group with 5 members to each group. Okay, so you have to group yourselves into four and make sure you have 5 members to each group. Okay, next is, all right, using your Spotify application, create playlists relevant to character analysis. Okay, so you have to create a playlist, okay, that is relevant to our character, to the setting we have in My Last Duchess, also the conflict analysis, okay, and share it to the class. So you have 15 minutes to do it. So you have to do it now. Okay, I'll give you 15 minutes. All right, that's it. Okay, time's up. Okay, who's the first group who is willing to present their spot a book analysis? All right, very good. How about the second group? All right, excellent. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, you may now all sit down. Okay, thank you for participating in our group activity, which is a spot a book analysis. I can say that all of you is a diligent student and also very good when it comes in a short span activity like this. So you have showcase your creativity and also your love for music. Okay, congratulations to all. Okay, let's proceed to our assignment. Okay, your assignment would be, okay, so if we have a spot a book, so we have here a snap a book. So using your camera, take a photo of your part of the poem you want to analyze. Then add interpretations, images, and text as well as a caption with a more detailed analysis poem. My Last Duchess, and upload it on your Facebook account. And don't forget, of course, to tag me. Okay, you can use any application you want to use in editing your snap photos. Like you want to use like Snapchat, or um, you want to use Adobe Lightroom, or any application you want to use to enhance your photos or to edit your photos. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, the deadline of this one, your assignment, would be on our next meeting. Okay, so make sure that before you come to our class next week, your snap photos is already uploaded on your Facebook. Okay, so that's it for today, and thank you and goodbye. Okay.